On a quiet summer afternoon, the sun hung lazily in the sky, casting golden light over the old farmhouse. The air was still, save for the soft creak of a rocking chair on the front porch. An elderly man sat there, gazing intently at an old, rusted pocket watch resting in his weathered hands. Beside him, a young boy, no more than 10, perched on the steps, his curiosity piqued by the way his grandfather's eyes lingered on the broken timepiece. "Grandpa," the boy finally asked, "why do you always carry that watch? It doesn't even work." The old man chuckled softly, his voice warm and full of wisdom. "Ah, but this watch has more to say than any ticking clock," he replied, the corners of his mouth lifting in a wistful smile. "Let me tell you a story." The boy shifted closer, eager to listen, and with the gentle breeze carrying his words, the grandfather began. "Long ago, when I was about your age, I was full of dreams but short on patience. I believed time was endless, something I could spend recklessly. My father, your great-grandfather, was a farmer, just like me, and he worked harder than anyone I've ever known. He woke before dawn, toiling from sunrise to sunset, tending to the fields and livestock. He always asked for my help, and I always meant to give it. But there were adventures to be had, games to play, and friends to see. Tomorrow, I'd say. I'll help you tomorrow." And my father, with his kind smile, would simply nod and say, "Tomorrow, then." But tomorrow always seemed so far away. Then, one morning, I woke up to a house filled with quiet. Too quiet. I remember running down the hall and finding him still in bed. He looked peaceful, as if he were merely resting, but he wasn't going to wake up again. My father was gone, and with him went all the tomorrows I had taken for granted. The grandfather's voice faltered, and he looked down at the pocket watch in his hand. This watch belonged to him. It stopped the day he passed, and I've kept it ever since. It's a reminder, a lesson he left me without even meaning to. Time is not something you can save or store away for later. It slips through your fingers faster than sand, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. The boy's wide eyes brimmed with understanding, and his grandfather placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Promise me this, my boy, never waste the time you have. Use it to learn, to grow, to love, and to cherish the people who matter. Because the greatest regret in life isn't running out of time, it's realizing you didn't value it when you had it." The boy nodded solemnly, his small fingers brushing against the worn face of the watch. "I promise, Grandpa," he whispered. For a moment, they sat in silence, the only sound the rustling of leaves in the summer breeze. Then the old man smiled, his eyes glinting with hope. "Good," he said. "Because time is like this summer day, it won't last forever. But if you savor it, if you make it count, it'll stay with you in ways that truly matter." As the boy sat back on the porch steps, watching the sunlight dance across the watch in his grandfather's hand, he knew he would never forget the lesson etched into that quiet afternoon. And somewhere in the depths of his young heart, he felt the first stirrings of wisdom, the kind of wisdom that would grow with him for a lifetime. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and remember that once time is spent, it cannot come back. So use your time wisely and valid it. Thank you for watching.